Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, yesterday I highlighted it's likely going to be another sideways Saturday. I think we see that today, at least the first kind of half of the day. But that is only relevant really on the smaller time frame. Bigger picture wasn't really doing anything yesterday anyway. We had a few adjustments. Yes, a new all-time high, definitely noteworthy, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like another 10% move up. It was just a little higher. Bitcoin did grind a little bit higher, broke the previous all-time high, made a new one. We get closer and closer to that blue Fibonacci target zone, which is located between 78K and 81K. I mean, we're nearly there. We talk about the microstructure on the 1 hour chart. Bigger picture, as I said, nothing changed. The idea is that we are in a larger degree fifth wave that can send us next into the 90 to 100K region. Just a few days ago, we talked about the long-term chart for Bitcoin. We do that every few weeks. And here you can see that the first main target starts at 90K. And this is where I want to see the price get to next, right? It doesn't seem to be far away, and people do expect crazy prices. But my view is that this rally completes the bull run, right? But it doesn't need to be at 90K. Actually, I'd like to see 100K, but this is naturally going to be a difficult one to get through. Now, I will not rule out higher prices, but it will depend on the microstructure that forms. We can get extended wave 5s. I mean, that wave 5 started in August, but from a normal extensions, 90 to 107K. Anything above that would be let's say an extended wave 5, not necessarily unusual, but nothing that can be predicted as such. So we will have to see how the price reacts when it gets into this target area there, hits the lower fibs, and we have to compare that with lower time frame support levels and how the structure has developed and if it can be considered full or whatever, right? So again, it's going to be interesting in the coming weeks and months, also as we're finishing up the year. But that's just, we will talk about that in more detail again in probably a couple of weeks or so. We do that every few weeks. The long-term chart, nothing changes there anyway. Important is to understand what the daily chart is doing. And here we are still in an uptrend. We broke recently out of this structure. At some point I will remove these trend lines from the chart. Idea is that we are still grinding higher in the white scenario here. We are looking for another 4-5 pattern. That's on the daily chart. On the daily, it first needs to break certain support levels on the 1 hour chart before we can actually talk about this larger degree fourth wave. So one more 4-5 pattern possible. The third wave still unfolding. I'd like it to get to 78 to 81K next. And then there will be support levels on the 1 hour chart that will be continuously adjusted, like floating support, moving support, that if broken will tell us if a top has formed, right? It's more about understanding, okay, what is the first signal level that tells us that a local top has formed? Then we can shift focus to these two levels. The first one being 69,418 to 74K nearly, and the lower one 60.8K to 66.5K. These are the two key supports. And against them, we focus on higher. And there are the two wave counts. The blue one is even more aggressively bullish. The white one is also bullish, but in both, we pretty much would like to see further upside because the rally from the August low looks like an incomplete structure. It looks like a 3-wave move. So to keep it very simple, in the white scenario, I'd like to see one more 4-5 pattern on the daily. And in the blue count, I'd like to see two more, 4-5 and then another 4-5. And that could blue consider straight away into that 90 to 100K region. And it might not even be a wave 1. So I might even take that off the chart because, yes, it could be a wave 1. Okay, I marked it with a question mark. The next pullback could be a wave 2. If we then push higher, that sends us straight away into the 130, 140K region. But the thing is, the top here has the potential to put a major top in place. The potential. It's not a prediction. I'm telling you this will be the next important juncture really. So for now, heading towards 90 to 100K. That's been our objective for last couple of months or so. We are on our way to that. And when we get there, it's just time to take a step back, readjust, maybe take some partial profits and then watch how the market reacts to next support, if it reacts. Because if it doesn't, then it's likely the start of the bear market. But it's too early to talk about that really in detail. We need to see how this structure fills in now, but it's going to be more important than ever to stay up to date. Now let's take a look at the smaller time frame. There you go. Yeah, this structure hasn't really changed from the last video. So the idea is here, this is the 1 hour chart, that even within this third wave I just showed you on the daily chart, we could get 1 more 4-5 pattern. Main reason for that is that we haven't reached the 78k level, and I can make a case for 1 more 4-5. Do we absolutely need it? No. The support levels are more to be understood as signal levels that tell us when broken that we don't get another high, which means that they are currently the risk levels. So at the moment on the 1 hour chart, naturally risk is high because at any point this fourth wave can start, or something short-term or bearish. Yeah. So it means that falling from 76.3 to 72.8k, it can be quite a lot on the smaller time frame. So risk is high now. We're just below all-time high territory. And 72.8k is the pivot that if broken will tell us, the signal level that if broken will tell us that a top is formed. Okay, some kind of a top. Whether that's wave 3 in the blue count and we are entering that wave 4 support area in the blue scenario that I just read out to you on the larger time frame, or if we're already in the larger degree fourth wave, the other support area I read out to you on the larger time frame, well, we have to see how the market reacts to these Fibonacci levels and the structure when we start the decline. But for now, as long as we are not even breaking below the upper micro support here, which is located between 72,800 and 75,100, well, there's absolutely no signal that a top has formed. But it means that at any point we have to allow the price to test that support area, even in the current microstructure. Yeah, that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. If you are interested in participating in our Sunday member live stream, we do that tomorrow again at 5 p.m. UTC every Sunday. We're running the live stream. Please make sure that it's always 5 p.m. UTC, but time zones or the time has changed from summer to winter time in several areas of the world. So please understand where you are in relation to UTC time. You can sign up for the membership on the website or here on YouTube. And the topic, as it seems, because you guys are still voting on Discord for the different topics, but the topic we're likely going to talk about is how to build a solid trading plan. If you want to learn that, check it out. But also, we're talking about cryptos, and yeah, there will be some requests that you can ask for your favorite coins to be analyzed, and we'll see if we can cover them. And yeah, that's one thing that's going to happen on the weekend. The other point is I'm going to send out the weekly newsletter again very soon, so that will happen on the weekend as well. It's free. You can sign up for that in the video description. There's a link to our newsletter, and there will be updates about cryptos as well. That's the update. Have a great weekend. Thank you very much. Bye bye.